ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masang Lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Cool FM. You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is koolNews at 4.
Good afternoon, and welcome to koolNews at 4. I am Cairo Ekiansu. And now, as we are continuing our coverage on Typhoon Carina, the Metro Manila Council MMC on Wednesday approved a resolution declaring a state of calamity in the capital region due to the onslaught of Typhoon Carina and the southwest monsoon. It enables the release of calamity funds for 16 cities and 1 municipality in Metro Manila and allows the implementation of price control in the region. The resolution was approved during the MMC meeting at the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority headquarters in Pasig City on Wednesday afternoon. 8-year Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr. and MMC Chairman and San Juan Mayor Francis Zamora presided over the council meeting. There is a motion to declare Metro Manila under the state of calamity by Mayor Francis Zamora and MMDA Chairman Don Artes, Abalos said. The motion is now approved. Metro Manila is now under the state of calamity, he added. In a separate meeting on Wednesday morning, Abalos recommended the declaration of a state of calamity in Metro Manila to President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Because of what is happening, Mr. President, especially in Metro Manila, our recommendation here is that maybe we can declare a state of calamity in Metro Manila, Abalos told Marcos, speaking partly in Filipino, during a briefer on the country's current status amid the effects of the typhoon and the southwest monsoon. Under Republic Act number 10121 or the Philippine Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Act of 2010, a state of calamity is declared during a condition involving less casualty and or major damage to property, disruption of means of livelihood, roads, and normal way of life of people in the affected areas as a result of the occurrence of natural or human-induced hazard. Many parts of Metro Manila have been flooded since Tuesday due to heavy rains brought by Carina and the southwest monsoon. Several roads were also left impassable. As of 11 a.m. Wednesday, Carina was lost for 345 kilometers northeast of Ibayat, Pantanes, packing maximum sustained winds of 165 kilometers per hour near the center and gusts of up to 205 kilometers per hour, the State Weather Bureau said. As Typhoon Carina continued to intensify on Wednesday, July 24, at least 170 people or 49 families remain in evacuation centers in Cagayan due to flooding and landslide threats, according to the Cagayan Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office. Reports from the PDRRMO showed the following distribution of evacuees. George Gonzaga Tao with 72 people or 20 families are staying in the flourishing Paradise, Progressive, and Amunitan village evacuation sites. Santa Ana Town with 31 people or 11 families are at the Santa Ana Evacuation Center. Santa Teresa, 9 people or 3 families were forced to flee due to landslide threats. Pencablanca, 20 people or 5 families have sought refuge in the evacuation center, although some have returned home as of last night and this morning. The Fusina Titor Bridge connecting Lalo and Kamalad the towns was swept away by floods, according to Elizabeth Recon, Fusina village chief of Lalo. In Santa Ana, 7 villages were flooded, according to Gia Maripacusa, the MDRRMO officer in charge. The affected villages are Kasambalangan Central, Diora, Sinungan, Dungek, Rapuli, Palawik, and Visitacion. Meanwhile, farmers in Isabela and Cagayan saw the typhoon as a blessing, quote-unquote, as it brought much needed rain to parched farms. Marcelo Aguinaldo, age of 73 of Gabuton in Isabela, said the rains gave them hope that their plant farms would survive. The malls in the city opened the doors on Wednesday, July 24 to residents affected by heavy rains and floods brought by the southwest monsoon and Typhoon Carina. SMCD along Apo Central and SMCD along Apo Downtown announced they would accompany those seeking temporary shelter. Aya Malls Harbor Point also welcomed customers to wait out the storm inside the premises. Additionally, the malls announced that overnight parking fees will be waived on Wednesday. Several villages in the city were submerged by floods as rivers breached their banks around 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Data from the city's Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office showed that the water level in the river flowing beneath the Rosario, Esta Rita, and Calaklan Bridge had reached 3 meters. Flood-affected routes leading to Terminal 4 of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport are now passable to all types of vehicles, the Manila International Airport Authority said on Wednesday, as it clarified that the terminal did not close down. Terminal 4 is not closed, but many domestic flights were cancelled this morning. MIA General Manager Eric Innes told Inquiry.net in a Fiber message. In a separate message, the MIA Media Affairs Division said a 30-inch the flood hit roads leading to Terminal 4. It's not closed. There's no flood inside the terminal, but outside the domestic road, the flood was so high that no one could pass earlier. As of 11 a.m., the agency said roads in the area are passable for all types of vehicles. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority earlier reported that Gulf 2 chest-high floods hit many roads in Metro Manila due to heavy rainfall brought by Typhoon Carina and the southwest monsoon. Based on the State Weather Bureau's 11 a.m. bulletin, Carina was last spotted some 345 kilometers northeast of Itbayat, Batanes, moving north-northwest at 15 kilometers per hour, with maximum sustained winds of 165 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 205 kilometers per hour. It also enhanced the southwest monsoon, which is expected to bring moderate to intense rainfall in the western part of Luzon from Wednesday to Friday. President Ferdinand Bongbong R. Marcos Jr. on Wednesday told the National Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council to prioritize identifying isolated areas in order to expedite the deployment and distribution of assistance and aid amid intense rain and flooding. Marcos made the pronouncement upon meeting the NDRRMC for a briefer on the country's current situation amid the onslaught of Typhoon Carina and Habagat. That's what we need to see, moving our attention so that once the water subsides and the roads are passable, the rescuers can proceed immediately, said Marcos. So that we can prepare well, we need to know where they are. We need to identify those areas so that we will know those who still need help, he added. He also ordered the NDRRMC to work with the Department of Social Welfare and Development and the Office of the Civil Defense. Marcos emphasized that the NDRRMC should not only provide assistance to evacuees inside evacuation centers but also ensure support for those outside the centers. The heavy rain and flooding caused by Typhoon Carina and the Habagat inundated many roads in Metro Manila, disrupting vehicular traffic and emergency response. As of 11 a.m. Wednesday, Carina was spotted some 345 kilometers northeast of Itbayat, Batanes, packing maximum sustained winds of 165 kilometers per hour near the center and gusts of up to 205 kilometers per hour, the State Weather Bureau said. Motorists were stranded Wednesday along the northbound and southbound lanes of the North Luzon Expressway in Venezuela City due to floods caused by rains from Typhoon Carina and the southwest monsoon. In an 8 a.m. advisory released by NLEX through its social media page, the expressway giant reported that the tail end of the traffic jam had reached the Balintawak area in Quezon City. The affected stretch of the expressway was not passable to all vehicles due to water buildup. The Valenzuela section of the Macor Highway was flooded and impassable to all vehicles since dawn. NLEX motorists began to be stranded around 7 a.m. Metro Manila, Cavite, Pampanga, and Laguna are all under a red alert warning for heavy rainfall according to the State Weather Bureau. The Marilao and Maykawayan southbound entrance and the Lawang Bato and Paso de Las northbound entrance were temporarily closed due to flooding. The entry ramps of the NLEX connector in Espana and the NLEX connector in C3 were also not possible to Class 1 vehicles due to similar water build-up. Flood water is being pumped up by NLEX crew, but also posting time motorists remain stranded on the expressway. Hindi yan a swimming pool. Uwi! It's not a swimming pool. Go home! Manila Mayor Honey Lasuna couldn't help but exclaim these words on Wednesday upon seeing children wading through flood waters in the city. At the time, Lasuna was conducting roving operations in the city to provide flood situation updates in light of the incessant rains brought by Typhoon Carina and the southwest monsoon locally called Hapagat. After seeing the children playing amid torrential rains and knee-deep floods, Lucena urged Malinos to take care of the children. Mga magulang, napaka-delikado po dito. Naku po, may lumalangkoy pa. Sawahin po ang inyong mga anak, she said. Parents, it's very dangerous here. Someone is even swimming. Remind your children. Nananawagan po ako sa lahat po ng mga magulang, please lang po, delikado po sa inyong mga anak na nasa labas. Pauwiin inyo po. Bilangin inyo po yung mga anak inyo kung kompleto kayo. Mahirap pong may disgrasya dito na yon, she added. I'm calling on all parents, please. It's dangerous for your children to be outside. Please send them home. Please count your children if they're complete. It's hard to have an accident here now. The State Weather Bureau, in its early morning forecast, warned residents of Metro Manila, Cavite, Pantagas, Tarlac, Pampanga, Bulacan, Rizal, and Laguna against occasional rains. The dwellers in these areas were told to be vigilant against possible flash floods or landslides due to moderate to intense downpours. As of posting time, no tropical cyclone wind signal was raised over Metro Manila, but the State Weather Bureau warned the Habagat may also bring strong to gale force gusts over the region. Carina is expected to exit the Philippine area of responsibility on Wednesday or early Thursday morning. Residents near a river in Olongapo City were advised to evacuate as it breached its bank around 10 a.m. on Wednesday, July 24. Data from the city's Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office showed that the water level in the river flowing beneath Del Rosario, Estarita, and Cambridge reached 3 meters. In its 8 a.m. advisory, the DRRMO reported that 13 to 30 millimeters of rainfall have been observed in the city over the past 2 hours, with continued rain expected for the next 2 hours. Several villages in the city were flooded, and the high tide at 11:30 a.m. was expected to worsen the situation. They need us too. The Philippine Animal Welfare Society on Wednesday urged pet owners to be vigilant in evacuating the pets amid the prevailing inclement weather. We urge pet owners to be vigilant in safeguarding their animals in these trying times. Evacuation plans must include all family members, including pets. They depend entirely on us for the survival in times of disaster, Paul said in a social media post. Paul also told pet owners to be resourceful and use items like laundry basket or baskets as makeshift carriers if they don't have garages or cages. Never leave them behind. Abandoning your pets should only ever be your last resort, the post added. Pauls also reminded pet owners to unchain their pets and unlock their cages if they can't flee with them. Alright, it is now 15 minutes past 4 and we will continue our updates regarding the Typhoon Carina when we return after this break. Welcome back. Continuing our coverage on Typhoon Carina, a red rainfall warning was still raised over Metro Manila and nearby areas on Wednesday afternoon, the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, PACASA reported. In the 2 p.m. weather advisory, Metro Manila, Zambales, Bataan, Rizal, Bulacan, Pampanga, and Tarlac were placed under red rainfall alert due to enhanced southwest monsoon, locally called Hapagat by Typhoon Carina. Areas under the red rainfall warning are expected to experience over 30 millimeters of rain within the next 2 hours, with possible serious flooding in flood-prone areas. Meanwhile, a yellow rainfall warning was placed in Cavite, Batangas, Laguna, Nueva Ecija, and some parts of Luzon, General Nakar, Infanta, Real, Mauban, and some Palak. These areas are forecast to have between 7.5 millimeter and 50 millimeter of rain within an hour or the next 2 hours, with possible flooding in flood-prone areas. According to PACASA, in its 11 a.m. weather forecast, Carina continued to intensify as it was expected to make landfall in Taiwan and exit the Philippine area of responsibility on Wednesday afternoon or evening. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 2 was raised over Batanes, while tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 was up in the Babuyan Islands, the northern portion of Cagayan, and the northern portion of Ilos Norte. Declaring a state of calamity in Metro Manila is under the prerogative of local government executives, said President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Wednesday. Marcos said this after Interior Secretary Benhar Abalos Jr. recommended the declaration of a state of calamity in Metro Manila amid the heavy rain and flooding caused by Typhoon Carina and the southwest monsoon. Usually, the state of calamity is declared by the LGU executive. If it's regional, it's because it happened at the same time. It will be a calamity when 3 regions are involved, then already the national government has to come in. That's a national calamity already. We have no choice there, said Marcos. But it's up to the local communities to decide because they know best what they need, he added. He, however, assured the public that the government is already working on the funds the LGUs can access should a state of calamity be declared. Many parts of Metro Manila have already been flooded by rain since Tuesday due to Carina and the Hapagat, rendering several roads impassable. As of 11 a.m., Carina was last spotted 345 kilometers northeast of Ibayat, Batanes, packing maximum sustained winds of 165 kilometers per hour near the center and gusts up to 205 kilometers per hour, the state weather bureau said. Four residents, including a pregnant woman, died in a landslide Tuesday in Angoncillo town, and another was killed after a tree fell on him in Naksobu town, both in Batangas province, during the onslaught of Typhoon Carina. The local government of Angoncillo reported on its Facebook page that the victim's body were recovered Wednesday, July 24, hours after the landslide incident in Barangay Subic, Ilaya. The victims are members of the Rimas family, a 6-month pregnant woman aged 28 and 3 minors aged 9, 13, and 15, the report said. The report did not identify the victims' names. The local authorities continue to conduct evacuation of residents in the area. Let us always exercise uttermost caution, they appealed. In Knoxville town, police reported that Virgilio, age of 46, a subventor, died after he was pinned down by an uprooted huge acacia tree in Parga of Acacia tree. He died around 9:30 p.m. on the way to a local hospital. The report stated that the tree was uprooted due to strong winds and heavy rains caused by Carina. Let's see if we have any live updates so far about the Carina. Let's see if we have any live updates. Okay, continuing what I just have, I was just talking to my sister about what yeah. Okay, so well now let's get into the relief operations. Donation drives and relief operations were conducted on Wednesday to aid people affected by Typhoon Carina and the southwest monsoon. Ana Patria, founder of Community Pantry Philippines, announced on Facebook that the organization is on standby to aid affected communities. She also said they are preparing to distribute hot meals in evacuation centers. Non-profit organization Tulong Kapatan Philippine Disaster Response Center called for in-kind and cash donations. The group said ready-to-eat meals, canned goods, instant noodles, bottled water, and first aid and hygiene kits can be dropped off at the Ateneo de Manila University Leon Hall near Gateway 3 and University of the Philippines Manila USC office. The Alliance for Concerned Teachers also called for cash and in-kind donations for people affected by the typhoon. Angat Barangay, the non-government organization founded by former Vice President Lenny Robredo, posted its hotline for rescue assistance and coordination with partners and volunteers. So let me just show you the graphical stuff right now. So again, if you want to donate, it would be really, we will gladly be appreciated as these groups will go to the relief operations, and if you do donate, it will be appreciated. So let's go show you this one here. So you can donate the Gcash right here through the QR code right now. It goes to Ana Padria Non, which is the founder of Community Pantry Philippines. So this is their Gcash. You can scan the QR code right now, right here. Again, you can scan the QR code right now, and if by scanning them, you are helping them. You are helping them. And let's continue here. Non-profit organization Tulong Kabataan Philippines Disaster Response Center also called for in-kind and cash donation. So here are the QR codes if you guys are interested to donate right now. So for Unibank, it's on the left, and Gcash is on the right. Again, it will be greatly appreciated if you donate to them as these will help the typhoon affected victims that are affected by this one. So again, donating will be appreciated. And for as well as Tulongero, which is the Alliance for Concerned Teachers, also called which called for cash and in-kind donations for people affected by typhoon. So if you look at the QR code, there's a cash donations which you can scan the QR code right here. And for in-kind donations, you can bring your drinking water, ready to eat or canned goods, food packs, clothes, blankets and beddings, medicine kits, toiletries, and other immediate needs. And you can call the number there or text them via messenger. That's what you can do if you are going to donate through the Alliance for Concerned Teachers. And finally, Angat Buhay, which is led by Lenny Robedo. You can call the emergency hotline with these following numbers. You can call the rescue assistance and coordination right here. That's 0968 870-5461 for Mark Patoy and Kai Jagalpe. And if you want to help, you can call them. You can call partnerships and link agents team of Angka Bargard at 0968 872-4610. Again, if you want to help, you can call the partnerships and linkages team of Angka Bargard by calling this number on screen. These are the donation lists. You can help them right now. And once again, donating helps. It will help the typhoon affected residents that are needed help badly. Again, donating will be appreciated. Okay, now let's continue now. Talks are ongoing for flights between the Philippines and India, with initial charter flights testing the Indian market expected to be out by the end of the year, the Department of Tourism said Tuesday. Speaking on the sidelines of the 2024 Post-State of the Nation address, so now discussions in Pasay City, Tourism Secretary Cristina Fasco said talks between the two countries are progressing well. There have already been successful talks in terms of air talks together with the CAAP Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, of which the DOT is a member, in trying to entice our local carriers plus carriers from India to mount flights to the Philippines, she told reporters. She said the DOT has proposed to test the market through charter flights as well as through coordination with local tour operators and travel agencies to mount group travel from India to prove there is a growing demand for them to come to the Philippines. Hopefully, with these negotiations and collaborations that we made in cooperation with the Department of Transportation, we'll be seeing good news in terms of mounted flights before the end of the year, she said. The government is preparing the country's tourism landscape to fully capture the market and has been pushing to streamline the e-visa system for Indian tourists, one of the biggest outbound travel markets in the world. Last year, Indian nationals ranked 13th in terms of arrival at 70,286. 86, yes. Okay, we are seeing some updates in your Discord server right now regarding what's going on here. Okay, well guys, wait a minute. We will refresh the updates on Inquirer, because somebody said that the typhoon Carina became super typhoon. I cannot confirm if that is true. So again, we are not going to confirm anything that is unverified. Okay. All right. So according to a senior moderator in the Discord server, the Mesa Dam is about to flow, affecting Quezon City, Mabalon, and Valenzuela, which is their area. Marikina River is about to overflow as well. Wawa Dam in Montalban has already exceeded its limit. Ipo Dam as well. So again, we are seeing some updates here. There it is. La Mesa Dam. There is a water update as of 4 p.m. If can technical team go to the main chat room and show the graphics that someone that the moderator just posted. Okay, so if they just already showed on the broadcast, well, here is the status right now. So 80.02 meters. That's according to Pagasa, and this is if you look on the right, this is the alert level 97 meters. Alarm level is 79.30 meters. Critical level is 79.50 meters, and spilling level is 18.50 meters. So La Mesa Dam is drawing near to its spilling level, which means this is going to go bad. So, guys, again, this is really bad, especially to the affected residents and members of your community right now. If you guys, please, guys, evacuate if needed. So again, stay safe there, and we're gonna share the emergency hotlines right now. So here are the emergency hotlines. San Juan City, it's 238-4333. Paranaque City, 829-0922. Muntinlupa City, 137-175. 8373-5165. For landline, that's for the landline. For Smart is 0921-542-7123. Smart 0927-257-9322. Globe. Venezuela City 292-1405. For the mobile number is 0915-259-8376. For Makati City, it's for the landlines it's 870-1191, 870-1460. Caloocan City for South area 288-7717. Caloocan City North 277-2885. Mandaluyong City 532-2189, 532-2402. For Marikina City, it's 646-2436, 646-2426. Pasig City is 8643-0000. Patreros 642-5159. Manila City 927-1335, 978-5312. Taguig City 0917-550-3727. Las Piñas City 02-8290-6500. Pasay City 0905-493-9311, 888-72729. Or for the local, it's 1371-1372-1373. And Malabon City is 0942-372-9891. And for the Red Cross hotline numbers is Caloocan 3660380, Paranaque 836-4790, Mandaluyong 571-9894, 986-9952, Manila 527-2161, 527-3595, Quezon City 0917-854-2956, Venezuela 432-0273. And for the national hotline is 911, and Quezon City is 122. Again, stay safe and evacuate if needed. Okay, it is now 17 minutes before 5, and we will continue our coverage on Typhoon Carina along with the entertainment headlines coming up right here. Stay tuned, we will be right back. Welcome back to koolNews at 4. Let's see if we have any live updates regarding the Typhoon Carina so far. Let's just check right now. Okay, so far we are not seeing any updates on Inquirer for now. We'll get into that. We will get back into that later. But let's go refresh our. Let's go refresh our Inquirer now. Okay, we do have a new headlines apparently. Let's. Okay, so as we all know it, the Caloocan the Caloocan thing here. Okay, it's still loading on my end. Just wait for a bit. Just wait for a bit. Okay, it's still loading. It's still loading apparently. There it is. It's loading now. Okay, so Caloocan residents were evacuated from various parts of the city after severe flooding hit the area on Wednesday afternoon. In a short statement, the local government of Caloocan said it had deployed all of its personnel to flood-affected areas to examine water brought by Typhoon Carina and southwest monsoon. The photos still load properly, so let me just refresh the page. Okay. Alright, so the photos does not want to load. That's very unfortunate. Okay, let me just exit that now. Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay. As of the time of posting, the Caloocan City Public Information Office said they are still consolidating the number of evacuated residents. Caloocan Mayor Dele Gonzalo, along with Ricar Malapitan, instructed the Caloocan DRRM and other safety officers to remain on red status alert. Based on the State Weather Bureau's 11 a.m. bulletin, the typhoon was last spotted at some 345 kilometers northeast of Ibayat, Batanes, moving northwest at 15 kilometers per hour, with maximum sustained winds of 165 kilometers per hour, near the center and gustiness of up to 205 kilometers per hour. It also enhanced the southwest monsoon, which is expected to bring moderate to intense rainfall in the western part of Luzon from Wednesday to Friday. Alright, now let's get into the international headlines now, as a passenger plane crashed on takeoff in Kathmandu on Wednesday, with the pilot rescued from the flaming wreckage, but all 18 others aboard killed, police in the Nepali capital told AFP. Nepal has a woeful track record on aviation safety, and the Himalayan Republic has seen a spate of deadly light plane and helicopter crashes over the decades. The Suraya Airlines flight was carrying 2 crew and 17 of the company's staff members, Nepali police spokesman Dan Bahadur Karki told AFP. The pilot has been rescued and is being treated, he added. 18 bodies have been recovered, including one foreigner. We are in the process of taking them for post-mortem. The flight was being conducted for either technical or maintenance purposes. Gianera Bihul of Naples Civil Aviation Authority told AFP without giving further details. Bahadur and Bihul were unable to confirm the nationality of the sole foreigner on board. Images of the aftermath shared by Naples military showed the plane's Fulsa H split apart and burned to a husk. Around 1,000 soldiers and Cambodge were standing on top of the wreckage with the surrounding earth coated in fire retardant. The plane crashed at around 11:15 a.m., the military said in a statement, adding that the Army's quick response team had been lending assistance with rescue efforts. News portal Kehar Barham reported that the airplane had caught fire after skidding on the runway. The plane was scheduled to fly on Naples' busiest air route between Kathmandu and Pokhara, an important tourism hub in the Himalayan Republic. Surya Airlines exclusively flies Bombardier CRJ-200 jets, according to its website. And now for the entertainment news related to the Typhoon Carina. Internet personality Ni Nong Roy shared glimpses of his flooded home in Balon to his followers on social media, as several roads in Metro Manila and other parts of the Philippines got submerged in floodwaters due to rains brought by the southwest monsoon enhanced by Typhoon Carina. In videos posted on his social media accounts, Ninong Roy was seen waiting through the flood-swamped rooms in his house, as well as the garden on Wednesday, July 24. Baha flood update. I'm trying my best to stay positive pero habang pahubog ng pahubog ang ito paghirap ng paghirap, but while I'm getting deeper, it's getting harder, he wrote. The content creator shared another look at his flooded home in a separate post. Nako, baha na. Sara natin baka pumasok yung tubig, he said in the video. So let me just bring that here.
Naku, baha na. Sara natin baka pumasok yung tubig. Buti na lang.
The content creator's followers, including TV host Luz Manzano, wished for his safety in the comments. Give me a second, I'll go back to the studio in just a bit. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Okay, last 2 minutes before we wrap it up, and we will be back later at 6, of course, but we can just check if there are any live updates so far. Okay, so there is none so far, so that means our coverage of Typhoon Carina continues later on koolNews at 6 and possibly koolNews Prime Time. With that is it for koolNews at 4. As always, you can get in touch with us at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. And we will be back once again later at 6 in the evening and koolNews Prime Time at 9. As always, stay safe and evacuate and call your hotline numbers if needed. If your house is flooding or you need urgent assistance, please call the hotlines. Again, stay safe, everyone, and evacuate if needed. I am Cairo, aka Aspir, wishing you all the best of luck and praying for your safety. And until then, this has been koolNews at 4, and we will see you later for more headlines at 6. Goodbye for now.